Hi, everyone. I'm your host, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today from Arlington, Virginia, is Jennifer Mulchandani with Arlington Strategy. Jennifer, thanks so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Thanks for having me, Charlene. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, we're happy to have you. So tell us what you're strategizing over there at Arlington Strategy.
Oh, goodness. We're working on some new brands. We're working on positioning, messaging, and a lot of digital marketing and advertising.
What I love on your website is that, everybody has a mission, but one of your missions is to bring a passion to the pursuit of stronger brands and a better world. Tell us how you came up with this kind of mission statement and what's going on in the passions over there that makes you want to bring really your clients to help make a better world. That's a pretty high, lofty goal there, Jennifer.
It is, and I appreciate the question very much because myself and the team that I've built over the years, we really come from a place of public service with a really unique background, nonprofits, government service, community building, and so forth. And we've really come to the conclusion that we can market companies in authentic ways that have impacts on the communities that they're serving. And they can leverage the good community work that they're doing through their marketing or through their own just genuine philanthropy to build their brand. Because as we know, consumers are more and more inclined to do business with people who are reflective of the values that they hold. So we really have intentionally been building a practice and our services around this idea of helping our clients connect to their communities and build authentic ways of building business, but there's also benefit the community.
And so when a prospective client comes to you and, you sit down and you have your initial meeting and you guys are chatting it out and they know that they need more marketing, right? They know they need to build their brand. Mm-hmm. Are they even thinking about using their philanthropy or their community footprint as part of their marketing plan? Or are you introducing that idea to them?
Well, we certainly are always giddy when the potential client is already engaged in a community partnership or philanthropy. But if they're not, we bring that idea to them. And usually it only takes a minute or two for folks to understand that, it doesn't have to be icky. I think there's this misperception that, you do good because it checks a box. And then, all these companies want to just, shout to the world how much they give back because then they look good, which is very different than authentically being from a good place. And we will only work with clients that want to authentically come from a good place. And we help show them how to build that into their messaging and their positioning and their value proposition in a way that doesn't have that ick factor of we're just doing good so that you will like us. But I think more and more companies, they are engaged in the community. They don't necessarily always have the know-how to incorporate that into their marketing.
And so 2 questions, and I noticed you said, we don't want to work with people who have an ick factor, and I love that. That's beautiful. So when they come to you and maybe they're not connected to any particular mission, how do you help them find the right mission that fits them in their heart and maybe their employees, because you want your employees engaged in this, as well as fits their brand?
Yeah, that's such a great question. And, some businesses have already thought through what are our core values. They've incorporated it into whether it's their employee process or through prior messaging engagements. Others haven't, but that's where we like to start is who are the decision makers? What was the original intent of your business or this company? And the folks who are driving it, what do they really care about? And I think really successful engagement programs are based on if you can tap into your employee base or your leadership base, and there's things that people really care about, and you as a company can embrace that, that's win-win-win, right? Like you're gonna really drive your workforce to have more affinity for what you're doing, but you're also gonna, in a very authentic way, be able to say we're giving back because this is important to our people and our community. And so, there's not a sort of a checklist of how you come about building this. Sometimes it starts with what can you afford? Can there be financial partnership? Sometimes it can be where are you already just giving your time and talents? I mean, if your employees are already volunteering and doing things on the ground, you can build that into how you position and market yourself. So it starts with just a lot of questions and, doing research into the areas that they care about.
Oh, that was great stuff, Jennifer. And especially, everybody wants to be known and branded and marketed, but employee retention is top of the list these days to keep those folks there and happy.
Gosh.
Yeah. Well, Jennifer, that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions and really reminding us it's what's in the heart really that matters the most at the end of the day.
Well, thanks for having me. This was fun. Thank you.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And if you'd like to learn more about what Jennifer's doing over there at Arlington Strategy, and maybe she can help you find your passion and your footprint in the community, you can check her out on dailyadbrief.com. Well, I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. That's going to do it for now on Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.